orange and black. The scene just a short time ago. They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Garyon Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On 3rd down, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Gets past one man, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Well, Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Heineke. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, Heineke going up top for Cup. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland, you know, you felt like for a while it took a dip as these two franchises struggled. But now I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're building up their rosters. But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game when head coach Sam White addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Got some room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A run for Nick Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Heineke now. Flush to his right. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give. This is Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Heineke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
They'll let it go deep for Foster. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robert Foster, 77 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
To the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll let it go deep for Foster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Cooper Kupp,
his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That ball loses the football.
But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Heineke. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
and the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Twisting away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down. Here's Burrow.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They go play action with Burrow. He finds Pirine out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Back near his goal line. Here's Heineke.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A first down throw for Heineke.
That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And they'll throw again. Heineke.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Chow. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 38, Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Heineke.
Going up top for Kupp.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Muhammad. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action. It's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Nixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Heineke. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to throw.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Flush to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Cooper Kupp with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Khalif Raymond now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last shot now for Heineke. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cincinnati, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year.